Vijay sir, yes.
Okay.
So go ahead, Rajendra.
So, in today's digital era, the right information delivered through the right channels can truly elevate the healthcare system. Patient care is one of the core for UNS, and to take care of your patients better, we are hosting this special webinar on digital and generative AI. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rajendra Sharma, General Manager North from Universal NutriScience. I welcome each one of you for taking out your time today to join this specially curated first of its kind webinar series on social media and generative AI, exclusively designed for distinguished healthcare professionals across India, proudly powered by CoQ 300. Respected doctors, we are grateful for your tremendous response and insightful interactions during our first session. And this webinar is mainly having a purpose of patient education initiative from UNS. Importantly, as patient is the core of our heart, we at UNS, our mission is to make meaningful impact on women's and men's health through our high quality research backed nutraceutical solutions. Our leadership span across categories. CoQ Range, India's number one coenzyme Q10 brand with 25 years of legacy. Primosa, the number one evening primrose oil in India with 47% market share. And the recent introduction, UNSD3, one of the recent blockbusters in vitamin D market. So today marks the second session of our 6-week digital learning journey, thoughtfully created for IVF consultants, gynecologists, urologists, andrologists, and leading healthcare professionals who wish to use social media responsibly, ethically, and effectively. So, this series is led by Mr. Hitesh Motwani, one of India's foremost authorities in digital strategy and healthcare communications. So, with this, I invite our distinguished guest, Dr. Vijay Pawar from Sholapur, who is having 2.5 decades of experience in IVF and gynae segment. And I invite him for introducing today's session, and say a few words about this session. Over to you, sir. Dr. Vijay, you are on mute.
Dr. Vijay sir, you're on mute.
Unmuted.
Yeah.
Audible, sir.
I think from your side, yeah. Now audible?
Yes, we are audible.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am Dr. Vijay Pawar, practicing in Solapur for the past 25 years. It gives me great pleasure to be with you all today. First, I would like to sincerely compliment the team UNS for bringing such a much needed and meaningful webinar series to the medical fraternity. In the previous session, we saw nearly around 1500 doctors register and join live, which clearly shows how important and relevant this initiative is for all of us. The experience was truly inspiring, especially seeing how artificial intelligence and digital tools are transforming patient education and strengthening the doctor-patient connection. Today, I have the privilege to introduce the topic for this session, Digital Communication Essentials for Healthcare Professionals. In today's healthcare environment, digital communication is no longer optional, but it is very, very essential. Patients are actively searching, learning, and making decisions online. As doctors, being digitally present with accuracy, ethics, and clarity can significantly improve the patient awareness and access to care. In this session, we will learn the fundamentals of online communication, understanding what is SEO, online listing, email updates, and effective use of social media platforms. How to build an informative, patient-friendly clinical website and systems, making digital information simple, clear, and accessible. Some of this was discussed in the last lecture last Saturday, and we will be going ahead with that. Best practices for maintaining a Google business profile and how it helps in improving the patient trust and feedback. We will also have insights into local search behavior for health related queries, how patients search, what they look for, and how we can guide them for better. Of course, all of this with the ethics. So ethical use of WhatsApps and SMS will be discussed today, where we'll discuss how it can be used for the patient updates, education, and follow-ups. ensuring a proper compliance and responsibility. Methods for reviewing digital activities and evaluation of the outreach will also be discussed during today's session so that we understand whether our communication is effective and how we can improve on it. This session will equip every healthcare professional with practical strategies that can be implemented immediately in day-to-day practice. My best wishes to the entire team and all the participants. Let's learn and upgrade and strengthen our digital presence today. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Vijay Pawar, for accepting our, esteemed guest faculty invitation. And thank you, Mr. Rajinder Sharma, for setting the context. I'll be introducing today's our hero, Mr. Hitesh Motwani, who'll gonna take us through the topic, which is very, very important, the digital communication, essential for healthcare professional. So, of course, after first webinar session, Mr. Hitesh Motwani doesn't require any introduction, but still there are new guests or new participants who are there. So I wanted to, highlight some of the aspects of Mr. Hitesh Motwani, who is he, and why he has been chosen for this very, very social media webinar marketing series. To Mr. Hitesh Motwani, so he's a digital marketing trainer and consultant. His expertise into generative AI, ChatGPT, machine learning, digital marketing, and data analytics. So currently, Mr. Hitesh Motwani is serving a role of CMO, head of the digital marketing initiatives at Skillopedia. He's also been served as a guest faculties 9 times at the IIMs and University of London. So he's trained more than 2 lakh professionals across 10 countries. And those 10 countries are like USA, UK, Singapore, Malaysia, India, UAE, Bangkok, and Africa. He has also handled a Twitter India account for Twitter. And it's also worked with leading clients like very renowned clients like Tata Group, Sri Ratan Tata Ji, Mahindra Company. He's also trained more than 100 corporates, including Times of India, Economic Times, CNBC Awards, and various others. So my humble and sincere request that's be there and listen patiently. Definitely you're gonna gain something big out of it. So Hitesh bhai, over to you for this session. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for Rishikesh. Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay, Rajendra ji. I think let's begin today's session. I think last session we saw a lot of energy-packed comments from all of you. We actually also saw that a lot of you had a lot of questions related to how to start a digital marketing journey is what we covered last time. Today, I'll extend that further. And today I'm going to show you exactly one part of that on how do you basically increase your patient awareness? How do you go to social media platforms and you make patients aware from a lot of misguidance that has been there across from internet sources, and how can you provide more authentic sources information from yourself. So let's with that note, let's actually begin the session. So let me just quickly share my screen. Here we go. Okay. So number one, today we're going to see that how to increase patient awareness using social media platforms, especially for gynaes and IVF specialists. We want to basically empower women's health through digital education and trust building in today's time. Now, you see, let's first get to the point and understand that why is social media matters in today's time for all the doctors that are available out here today. So today we see 70 to 80% of fertility and gynae queries start from Google or Instagram before even patients go to and choose to meet a doctor. And social media helps us normalize discussions about various issues that usually people cannot go out and talk to other people out of shyness. And most importantly, your social media platforms create your digital reputation. It also reduces patient fear before they visit you for the very first time. So it's very important for all of us to understand that social media today is no longer an option. It has become a necessity. And you see, just to give you some case studies, for one of the clinics, there was 35% more inquiries which came in because this clinic used chat, social media funnels to increase monthly bookings. And most importantly, they were just sharing stories that saw a high trust value for people. Most importantly, why should doctors be present? And where to present? Which platform to choose? Now, there are many platforms available today, right? But which platforms really go for? Let's understand that a little bit. Now, if you are somebody who is very active on Instagram or you choose to be active on Instagram, and Instagram today, the most trending content is about reels. Content type can be about myth busting. So a lot of people have a lot of myths, and you as professionals can reduce the anxiety and fear among people about whatever issues they are facing. And also, most importantly, there are a lot of questions that people have in their head and they want to ask an expert. So you can also just simplify and help answer the most common questions that patients might be having via your video content format. Next, let's come to YouTube. YouTube is great when it comes to explainer videos or treatment walkthroughs. That what are people going to be experiencing when they come to any particular IVF clinic for that matter. Number three, it's also basically about uh, if you want to basically use Facebook or Meta platforms, you should use these platforms primarily to create groups, support groups, perform live Q&As, do Facebook lives, right? Because a lot of people who are at least 35 plus, and if you think your audience is a little more matured, then you'll find them on Meta platforms. At the same time, if you are looking at spreading awareness among professionals, working class people, a little more affluent audience, in that scenario, LinkedIn will work the best because LinkedIn can help you to create professional authority and also share research with your peer group. Forget about patient, but also just spreading knowledge with other doctors in the industry. LinkedIn is a fantastic platform. And if you are somebody who's looking at local awareness or you want to educate people around you in your area, then Google Business is a perfect choice because you can earn trust by asking your existing patients to review you. Also, uh, help people with the common questions they might have about you and let other patients tell other people about what they feel about your services. Lastly, WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a one-to-one personalized medium for broadcast lists, patient follow-ups, and most importantly, even educating people as well. So, if you're somebody who want to target a more younger audiences, help them out, Instagram, YouTube are a great platform for that. If you're community building, go to Facebook. Looking at peer group or more affluent audiences, then look at your LinkedIn. Local searches, Google. And if you want to do more one-to-one communication, you look at WhatsApp. Now, we understood about platforms. Let's understand about what are the key content pillars. If I have to put great content, what kind of content should I put? And what kind of content should people are people looking out for? So there are only three kinds of content in the world today. And if you want to make some content, I would say just pick up one of these three kinds, or pick up mix and match of all three as well. The very first one is what I call it as educational content. Where you educate people, talk about conditions, symptoms, prevention, talk about treatment information as well. Second, you can also look at emotional and social proofs, where you can look at patient journeys. Obviously, you have to take consent for that. Do not take any patient journey without consent. Success stories, reviews of how other patients have benefited from services. Number three is sometimes it's just practical and service oriented content. So, how to prepare, how to reduce your anxiety around it, how much of the cost you should expect around it. So, pure educational content is again what you can look at from a practical and service perspective. So, these three are the content pillars. Now, whatever content we create, we will create around these three pillars only. But before you do that, before you kind of get to content, I would recommend that you should always first start off with something called as having a page of yours, having a place where you can keep on refreshing, people can know more about you. There are a couple of ways you can do that. Number one, create a professional looking website. So for doing that, I would recommend that the best website that you can go to for doing that is a website called as wix.com. Let me help you understand how does that really work out. Just give me a second. I'll just quickly share my screen and what I will share to you. Now, if you're looking at a very cost-effective solution and you really want to create a website which is simple, aesthetic, and something which people can relate to, I would recommend that you should always go for Wix.com, because Wix.com is one of the best websites to go to right now. It's completely free, and you can actually go ahead and you can prepare one of your websites which can information about you, your services, and also educate patients around the same as well. Let me show you how to do that. So click on this button called Create New Website, and you can choose templates. Like, when you how you normally when you go and buy clothes, there are two options available for you. One is you can buy ready-made clothes in the market. One is you can basically go and purchase tailor-made clothes. Right now, ready-made clothes are what where you can use something ready to do. This is exactly ready to do. Suppose if I just type over here healthcare, type doctor over here, then you can see I can find multiple websites over here around healthcare theme. And I can then pick and choose, you know, any one of them. So let's take now, let me choose this one. Now, good thing about this is considered just to be like a Word document. How in Word document you get a template, you keep on changing pictures, changing images, changing content. Same way. So if need be, you can come to Wix.com. When you go to Wix.com, it's completely free. And you can actually go ahead and you can create a website for yourself. Now, let's take a simple example of somebody. Why don't any one of you right now from here give me your clinic name, and you can give me, what services you offer in the clinic. Put in the chat box for me, so I can actually go ahead and I can create a personalized website for you and show you live on the spot currently, right? So anybody who does it first, I'll probably take their name up and probably I will do that for myself in this case. So I think Vijay just put it since fertility center. Let's put since fertility center only. Yep. So I'll just simply copy this. Now, how do you make changes over here? Number one, you can just simply come over here and you can actually go ahead and drag and drop things in a simple like a Word document. So I can simply now say Sims Fertility Center. Okay. Then I'll simply come out here. I will then come back. Also, I'll say family, and I'll just say, your IVF specialist in Solapur, right? Patient first. You see, now I'm a developer. I'm not a coder, but I'm able to make, you see, a simple website extremely fast with simple no-code, low-code tools. Okay, I want to change the clinic. I want to change this image right now, right? I can simply come over here, click in the thing in the background, and then I can actually go ahead and change the background as well. So everything today can be changed right now with the help of a simple drag and drop tool, right? And I can actually go ahead and I can change whatever I wish. So let's say I want to now go ahead and I want to change things. I basically want to simply come down. Now I let's say I don't know the content, what the content to put out here. Now I can also take help of AI over here. So I'll simply just come to my chat GPT and I can tell AI, I can go ahead and now I can give a screenshot of this. I can tell AI, this is how my page looks. I like you to search about Sims Fertility Center by Dr. Vijay Pawar and help me with a simple about a section that I can replace as attached in the image. Just give me the content. So I can simply put a simple prompt. When I put a simple prompt and I give a screenshot of the section that I want to change, AI will do the hard work for me, and AI will go ahead and start writing a section about me right now. Right? So let's see. Now I've searched about Dr. Vijay Pawar. It basically put across this information for me. I copy this information, come back over here, and simply paste it. Right? Which, yeah. So we just paste it. Now, just in case I want to put a picture of Dr. Vijay Pawar over here. Now I'm not an expert. I will add media. And then I can actually upload an image from my computer and I can add for Dr. Vijay Pawar's image also out here. Let me just find something I can find on the internet. Now, just in case if I want to, let's say, for example, make a professional headshot image for Dr. Vijay Pawar. Okay. Center. Yeah, I think that is. This is not the one, I guess. So, yeah, this is the one. Simple. Yeah. Let's just simply take one of these images. Now, just in case for somebody, who basically wants to, let's take, change this image somehow. And, I wish that, okay, this image should have a different suit. This image basically should have a different style. I can see this image. And I can simply go to the website called Stable Diffusion Web. I'll go to an option to get started. Click on AI photo effects. Right. So with this what I can do is I can change the image. I can make it look anything that I want. So I don't have to really be an expert, in coding and development and all. Nothing like that. I can simply upload the image and I simply say, make the image, make this man wear doctor suit. And now I can change a professional headshot to a doctor headshot automatically as well with AI. It'll give the face same, everything will be the same, and you can do the same as well. That's the power of AI, guys. So digital marketing is great on one extent. Along with digital marketing, what really matters today is that can I actually go ahead and I can simply put, make something for myself. So that's the idea. How many people over here are now mind blown with this? Give me a MB on chatbots, give me a mind blown on chatbots, simply the mind blown currently with what you're just seeing right now, that how simple today has technology been making things for us, right? How technology is actually helping you to become better than before. And nobody imagined that, actually we can do so many things with technology right now. So today we're living in an age, where there's no excuse whether you want to do things or not. It should be just about how well you want to do it, how well you want to, make things up. That should be one of your focus areas. Today, today it's not about whether one can happen or not happen. It's just about making things happen. That's what really matters. Right? See. Now I can actually go ahead and I can crop the image also. Let me just crop the image a little bit. Let me responsive behavior. Text. Yes. Let me drag and drop it. Pick it up. Here we go. Drop this image out here. And I'm going to expand this image a little bit more. So I can simply go ahead now. I can actually make this entire website step by step. I can ask AI to give me content for this, and I can keep on changing it, right? But this is the first step. So I think the first step should be that you should all create a profile on Wix.com, make a website. Now, that's how you give a website to people. How can you give this to anybody? You simply just publish this website. Just simply say Sims fertility. Yeah. Now when I press save and continue, and when I give this link to anybody else, then all of them can see it. But yes, in the free version, you can see this basically with the branding of Wix because which is also trying to something to see based on this studio. So with branding, if you remove the branding, you simply have to pay some minimal amount and they'll be actually able to do this. See, they actually give you a very good animated website, simply put, automatically. Yeah. This is your first step. First step is to build a site. Now, once you've done that, let's take one step, build a site. Second step is to now start creating content, right? Now there are a lot of tools for creating content. Today, content is no longer a difficult task. So I would recommend you three tools which you can do for content right now. The first tool that you can do for content is this tool called Canva. Canva is really amazing. I'm sure some of you must be already using Canva, but I'll show you how to make simple creative in Canva right now, and how to also use AI powers in Canva. Second, you can also use ChatGPT Gemini, and you can create an entire content calendar for a month, and you can break myths of patients that they must be having, before they kind of get scared to come for gynae consultants or consulting related to IVF. Let's go ahead and let's see how does that really work out for us. So, next step is that you can go to Canva. When you go to Canva over here, you can make multiple types of content out here. So what you can make? You can make presentations, social media posts, videos, printables, documents, sheets, websites. You can see multiple things out here. Let's choose social media. And let's just type doctor or healthcare specialist. Okay, let me just type over here. Let me say IVF. Sorry, my bad. IVF. There are templates. Yes. IVF. So now you see over here, these are templates. You see templates. These are basically different um, templates which are already pre-built. Somebody already built them right now. So that you don't have to build it from scratch again. Correct? Which is all these images, all these presentations, they all are pre-built. Suppose if I just type over here healthcare. So then I can find all the content or all the design related to healthcare. And actually make one for myself. Very easily in this space. Let's just try to create one for ourselves. Let's just see if we can create a simple poster from here. Okay. For us, for our patient awareness. Okay. So we will simply click over here, customize template. So you do one of the templates out here, which are ready made. Then you can simply say myth busting series. I suppose, let's take, I'm not sure of what to put over here. So simply take a screenshot of this. So let me go to Gemini. And you can give Gemini some context about yourself. And simply say, this is what we call nano banana. Okay, create image. And simply say, I am a IVF specialist. I want to create a patient awareness and myth busting series. Can you help me with one of the ideas of content, but keep the template, design template, as the one attached? I want completely new content. But design philosophy should match attached creative. Let me just put the creative over here. Press enter. Now what's going to happen is, let's take like some design quality. Now you don't have to be a design specialist for this. You just give one template, put one prompt like this, and let's see what happens. Look at this. See, same content, just the design change, fact change, and obviously I have to also give an address and all to it. But I can now give a sample poster of what I like, and I can ask AI to make one for me without me having to break my head. One example. Second, you know, let's take, I want to create some patient awareness drives, and let me say, I want to create patient awareness drive. Just help me with content ideas for fertility clinic. So let me, let's take myth versus fact. Okay, so now you simply just talk about understanding fertility window. So I simply just copy this first. Let me go to my Canva. Customer template. I can just talk about understanding fertility window. Okay. Let me also get a better icon. So how do I get better icons in Canva right now? Simply come over here. You go to this thing called elements. And you can basically just generate a new image over here. Okay, you do that also. Let me say fertility window. See, now basically give some images like this. So then you can basically pick up one of the relevant images for yourself. Remove all these text out from here, right? And then you can talk about one of the facts about it. So simply say, give me one small fact about this post. So that's the thing. The most fertile days. Okay. Back to my camera. So I talk about fact. Let me also put one more element. Okay, fact. Let me just keep on simple. Create out here. You see, I was able to make a simple poster over here in about a couple of minutes. Normally, I would take ages to do this if a designer had given to me, but I can now make simple, eye-catchy content with a tool called Canva. So Canva is like your best friend, to be very honest, because Canva can actually help you with multiple um sample creatives, and you can take inspiration from here. After you inspiration from here, then you can basically go ahead and you can make your own creator. You can also put a complete clinic logo and all that stuff over here if you really want to do that. Okay. And see, they actually gave us this content also. They actually gave us some of these things also. Now, just in case if you want AI to make one for you, you can simply ask AI, can you make a poster and above? And then they actually start making a good poster for us, automatically about understanding fertility window. So either I can use complete AI, but then in complete AI, I can edit the image, I can edit the text. And good thing about Canva is that Canva is completely editable. So see, now they also basically gave me the entire, creative, but in the same style as what I got earlier. Because now they're still following the same chat window. That's why. But it is very interesting to see that how AI has now transformed and making life very, very easy. How many of you people over here think that this is actually very simple and very easy to do? So basically, it's not going to it's not that tough. If you love this, so if you love this so far, give me a love this on chat box, right? If you are liking this so far, able to get some new ideas, get some new facts, learn about some new tools, right? So this is basically one of the things that you can actually do, right?
Uh, Hitesh bhai,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. I'll just would quickly want to make an announcement that many of the people are not commenting right. So at the live session, there is a comment box. You can ask your doubts, you can ask your questions, you can show your love in that comment box. So that will be reach out to us. So yes, thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, we would request all of you to keep on commenting. That's how we know that you're either active, not active, you're listening to us, not listening to us. And we can actually do some pulse check with it, right? So we request all of you to actually go ahead and comment, right? Because that's how we know, and we are monitoring all your comments, and we are seeing it. I can see Dr. Akash Booster, doing it, right? So we are already watching it. So don't worry about it. Okay, we are seeing all the comments. We're basically helping you with it. So in case you have any questions and all, more than happy to do that. Thank you, Dr. Durga. Okay, thank you for your comment as well. Here's your Canva. So Canva is one such tool which can really help you to get things going for yourself. And I would recommend that all of you should go and use Canva currently because it's one of the most simplest of the tools available. Now, sometimes what happens is sometimes we also get confused. Okay, now we know what these are tools. We know how to do things. We saw Canva, we saw Gemini, we saw ChatGPT. But then still we are stuck on what kind of content should we prepare, right? Because while we can talk to patients, but content is not our strong forte, correct? So today I'm going to give you some simple examples, and you can take a pen and paper and note this down. This will be very helpful for all of you to also get some content ideas for yourself. So let me just talk about some content ideas that one can do. Number one, simple fact, and simple basic uh, examples of everyday issues like PCOS, PCOD, right? So you simply make a small video, take out your phone, make a small video, and just talk about, you know, some information, some facts that will attract new patients of yours. Okay, number one. Number two, as I told you, you can make this fact and talk about X freezing. You can basically make some carousel content. What's carousel content? You can make a series of posts where you can give a series of myth busting facts for yourself. Let me show you how will I make a carousel. Carousel basically means that people can swipe right, and you can just keep on having these facts being laid out. So let's take an example right now about X freezing. Okay, and I want to make a series about X freezing. So simply come back to my Gemini. I'll simply just say I want to create a series of content around X freezing and bust some myths. Also educate people on what is it and why does it occur. Can you create a carousel post series? I want 4 carousels. So what's 4 carousel? It'll be like a same image 4 times with different facts, right? So now it basically will now what is happening is your AI is developing content strategy, looking at things over here, thinking what content to really put up. This is what's going to happen. The first one is the basic. What is it? Second, why do we do it? Third, addressing fears. And fourth, actual process. Okay. Now somebody is see is giving us some images from the internet as well. So see giving us slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. How does it really work? Slide 4 and slide 5. Now simply say, let's make images along with content for carousel 1. And then AI will do the hard work for you. It will first tell you what content they'll put. So the content one is demystifying the concept of explaining basic definition. What is actually X freezing? Why is everyone talking about it? And they're going to give a visual to us. Right. Second, definition. Technically, it is a also side, crypto preservation. It's a method to preserve women's fertility so she can try to have children at a later date. Right? The second visual. Third, okay. So I've reached my limit right now, but then the idea is that you can keep on asking AI to make series, and I'll simply say, just use a normal, let's say, let's make slide 3 2, and then do slide 3, slide 4, slide 5, slide 6. So it'll actually give you entire thing automatically. Right. So now you can and suppose something is wrong. I'm not saying this is 100% correct. Something is wrong over here. If something is not right over here, then I can also go ahead and I can tell AI what is wrong over here and what content do I want. In case you have content in mind, then you can also simply go ahead and you can actually also tell AI that I want this content, I don't want anything else. So you can also do that as well. Right. So that's the beauty about today with technology. That with technology, I can do things very fast. And just in case if you want your color schemes, particular thing to kept in mind, you just say I want the creative to be blue in color, red in color, green in color, yellow in color, whatever you want. So you can actually do this kind of series as well. And you can completely use AI for the same currently over here. Next, 30 example content. You have to make content around patient journey. So I can talk about a journey of a patient. I can talk about, what symptoms they had, what diagnosis they had, what treatment they took, what are the results. Obviously, over here, take patient content. Okay. Patient consent, because consent is a must. Do not post it without any consent. Okay. Fourth, you can also do clinic tour. Mm, Help them with the team. So this helps users to have reduced anxiety, right? And they start trusting you even more than before. So I would recommend that in case you're somebody who has a good team, you trust them, also empower them. So your team also become happy because they basically feel empowered. They actually feel valued that you are introducing them to the world. Okay. Next, I can also basically talk about some animated explainer videos. How does IVF really work? What typically happens? Next, I can also give some checklist to them. For example, before coming to clinic, what to really keep in mind. Bring relevant medical report, try cycle data, prepare medical history, and prepare a list of questions to really ask. So high value content or high value checklists lead to build trust among patients and you, right? Next, I can do a weekly FAQ, weekly frequently asked question. So I can post one FAQ every week with a short explanation, and I can ask people to comment and ask their questions. They can answer them also very very easily. If I can simply say, does AMH decide your fertility? Right. So you can just keep on talking about this simple series, and you can start doing that. Next, if possible, I would recommend that you should also go to Instagram Live. So Instagram has a live feature where you can actually go live and you can ask questions and you can just show up. People will start joining you on Instagram and they will start asking questions to you live. Just the way right now we are live and we are able to talk to each other same day. So you can also do live series. And live series really helps you to create a bond among customers. So usually what happens is, we always feel it's like a one-way communication. But that's not the case. You want to create a bond with the opposite person. So bonding only happens when you actually value the bond. So that's why, do live Q&As. This will also help you help. This will also help them to make you more accessible to these people, right? Next, I can also make infographics. What are infographic? Infographic basically means it's a visual chart showing about some evidence-based sources. So now first, let us just try on making an infographic right now. Okay. Now for infographic, I would want to use ChatGPT only, because ChatGPT is very good at infographics. So let's use ChatGPT for now. We'll first ask ChatGPT that can you source one content around fertility, which I can make infographics on. Okay. I also use website like PubMed so that you can only go take content from there. Okay. First, give me short and crisp bullet points, which can go in infographic. So before you actually go ahead and you ask AI to, help you with content, I would recommend that you first ask AI to help you with infographic text. So now they're giving some infographic text to us. So they say infertility, failure to conceive after 1 year of intercourse affects approximately 10-15% of couples globally. Male factors contribute 50% in infertility cases, and this is sole causes in about 20-30%. In women, ovulatory disorders account for 25% of causes, with other causes including, endometriosis, pelvic tubal problems, and tubal blockages. So they give you something with sources. See, they give you sources where they picked up this data from. So you know that this data is taken from a credible source. I can take one of the content currently, and I can simply say, let's make an infographic from this content. Make it rich with icons. Let's see what happens. So we need in image format. So here's some facts, some age, some filters. Okay. So now AI will do the hard work for me. It'll actually go ahead and give me an image format. So why I use ChatGPT? Because ChatGPT has a good consistency of text. They can research very well because they can search the internet very, very fast. So I could also use Gemini, but you can A/B test. You can just see which tool works better for you. Is it Gemini? Is it ChatGPT? Let this happen. Let it happen. Let's see what happens what comes out of it. This one is happening. Now you can reveal the content. Let's look how infographic looks like. Now look at this graphic, people. How many people over here feel that this is actually much, much better than basically most graphic designers? And what we did, we researched our content with credible sources. We asked AI to help us with it. And look at the quality of graphics. Look at the quality of infographic. Infographic basically helps you to build credibility, to build facts, to build checks. Okay. And that is something, which is really, really amazing. Did you guys find this to be super cool? If yes, give me a thumbs up, give me an emoji on chat box, please. Right? This is something which is really, really amazing that how AI can typically help you with this kind of content very fast. Now, next content piece, you have to do behind the scenes. Okay. You have to talk about some fertility diet tips, give diet tips to people, you know, help us around it. Now, why all this is important for doctors? Let's understand that. Number one, you start building top of the mind trust. Number two, you differentiate yourself from everybody else. While everybody else is also serving patients just like you. But then when you give value, you get good karma, I would say. Number three, pre-visit choice. Because when people start seeing you, they start trusting you, and they would actually want to visit you. Number four, you are basically converting from content to consultations. And number five, you are building authority. You see, branding is not marketing, it's trust building. So what are we doing right now with all these activities? We are trying to build trust. And the more trust we build, the better it is. Now, some best practices from ethics perspective. Number one, don't mislead anybody. Don't give false promises. Number two, always respect patient privacy. Number three, when you're putting any content, always have consent for stories. Number four, give clear disclaimers. Number five, follow Medical Council of India guidelines for professional conduct. But this is how you can prepare a content calendar for yourself, and you can actually go ahead and you can build your personal brand, you can educate patients, and you can start doing that. So my request is that I put a 30-day content plan doctors, and I would recommend all the healthcare practitioners over here to just try to follow 30 days content plan if possible from today onwards. Number one, I would say brainstorm, ideate, come up with at least 10 posts, reels or carousel for yourself. Number two, if possible, shoot two educational videos explaining somebody about some myths that people might be having. Number three, I would also recommend that at least post one live Q&A. And number four, at least post one patient story and update your profile with that. And repeat this monthly. Don't expect fruits from month number one. But if you do it consistently, you start seeing people will value you more than before. And that is the power of digital marketing, patient awareness, and AI. So this is basically what I had for today to help you understand the space of AI and digital transformation. Now I'll open the floor for question answers. In case you have any questions, you want to ask me anything, you have a doubt, more than happy to help you out. In case you love the presentation, give me a love this on chat box. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. So I already got some questions. Let me just answer questions one by one. So I got one question from Dr. Kushbu Singh. She's asking me how to increase local village for digital marketing. I think it's local awareness. Okay. Now I would just say that if you're somebody who wants to say connect people locally, number one, when you start making content, make a content in your regional language. Number two, I would say that there are a lot of these groups or local groups of mothers, expecting moms, and some support help groups. If possible, just help them with generally with their queries. Number three, optimize your Google business profile. The more you do that, the better you'll be able to help local people around you. Now, one more thing, I'm going to cover a separate session on SEO. We have a separate session on SEO and local business optimization next week. So we'll look at that in great detail. So don't really worry about that. Okay. We're going to question Durga. See that is Canva free or chargeable? It's completely free. So Canva is got like free, half paid. There's some icons which might be paid, but you can use the free versions and you can make mostly creative with it. You don't have to pay anything for that, to be very honest. Again, I got a question from Dr. Durga. See that most of the time when we give text and to make visuals, there are a lot of spelling mistakes. Yes, they used to be. You're right. That's why you should use Gemini or you should use ChatGPT because these tools now don't make spelling mistakes anymore. Earlier, they used to make spelling mistakes with when we used to basically use a tool like Stable Diffusion. That's why choice of tool matters. And just to give you a perspective, we got what we call is Gemini 3 coming up yesterday, and that particular tool is actually far more superior as compared to anybody else in the market today. It's beaten even ChatGPT, beaten everybody else as well. And plus, they have good consistency with their content also. So you can use that. Yep. Okay. Any other questions anybody has? More than happy to help you out. Before we jump into Q&A, because we have some Q&A also, so we'll also look at that. So we have a question from Dr. Smita Jain. Canva is for limited use only. No, so Canva is completely free. Only the icons, if you use a paid icons, that are paid for. So just in case if you want some icons, you want some graphics outside Canva, there's a tool called Flat Icons. You can use Flat Icon as well. So see, they have two versions, so freemium version, half free, half paid. Some premium templates are chargeable, but Canva as a tool, it doesn't have any expiry date. If you're using only the free tools and the free versions of it, you can continue using that for lifetime. They'll not ask you money just for having an account and just for creating creatives. If you take any paid element, that time they charge you, that time they'll ask you for money in that scenario. Yeah. Okay. We got a question from Dr. Sitajan again. Nowadays, a lot of content looks like AI made. How do we content moderation? Good question. So see, content moderation, Sitajan, comes from your experience. So while I'm not an expert in your field, but then you know this field better than me. So you have to start bringing your own personal touch. Second thing is, I would say if you're scared using AI content, you can use your photographs, you can use your brand, you can use your icons. As I told you, you can also give reference to third-party icons as well, which are human made, and you can modify that using Gemini 3. So that's one of the biggest advantages of that, Smita. Yeah. Okay. So the doctor asked me, the Gemini 3 is a separate app or we have to just upgrade software? There's no upgradation required. All these tools are web-based tools. Now, if you have a Gemini account, it will come with Gemini 3 by default. So Gemini 3 is free for a limited time right now. You should use Gemini 2.5, but Gemini 3 is a more advanced, more upgraded version of Google Gemini. Currently, it's free for all users. Okay. All right. Anything else? Any other questions, people? Okay. I think let the question come in, and in the meanwhile, we will actually now go ahead for our quiz. And like every time, we're gonna have some questions, and we would request all doctors to participate in the quiz right now, so that we can also give you some goodies around it. So, Rushikesh,
Right.
over to you.
Yes. So first of all, thank you, Hitesh Bhai, for this wonderful seminar, or I can say masterclass, right? And it is something which is very bizarre. I must say, काफी अच्छे content है, and quickly on the clicks we can make key facts, posters, videos, and reels. It was something very useful, and I'm sure our audiences would definitely like it. So it's time for the quiz, right? So my request to Jignesh bhai, please, can you please go live to the quiz so we can uh, pass down the questions which are there, and definitely we can announce the winner, and we can definitely support the goodies, uh, AI ebooks to the doctors who will be the winner, standing for last all webinars, right? Right. Are the questions are live? Jignesh bhai, can you please confirm? Yes, the questions are very much live, and thank you for the first question. The questions here is, what is the primary benefit of doctors using social media? So the option A is sharing personal opinions. I think this is a time-bound activity. You just need to do a voting within the time frame. The second option was building patient trust through the education and credible content, selling products directly, or replacing the clinic visits. So yes, what is the answer? Let's look at it. Oh, that was the second question. Second answer, probably. Now the second question comes in, which type of content performs best of the doctors on platform like Instagram and YouTube? A long academic research paper, short educational videos, myth-busting posts, personal travel vlogs, or political debates. So yes, the answer is something which we need to give, and the answer was short educational videos and myth-busting posts. Right. So now here comes the third questions, which is live. And the third question here is, what should doctor avoid when posting on the social media? It's very relevant and valid questions. Using simple, easy to understand language, sharing patient information without consent, posting health tips, and answering the FAQs. So yes, we are waiting for the right answer. And the right answer is sharing the patient information without consent, right? And using a simple, easy to understand language. Now, here comes the question number 4, which is the social media platform is more effective for our doctors to build professional authority amongst peers. It's Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, or Pinterest. Yes. So almost 5 seconds to go, and the poll will lock. And here's the answer. LinkedIn. Right. Now we are moving towards the last question. That is, what is the safest way for doctors to give medical advice on social media? Right, giving personalized diagnosis in comments, asking followers to DM their reports, providing general information consent with disclaimers, and encouraging self-medication. So answer is pretty simple. I'm sure all the participants must have locked the pool and given the answers. Of course, right, to providing general information content with disclaimers, right? So yes, these are the winners, Mr. Akash. Yes, I think the first winner, Miss Swati Parihar, then followed by Dr. Vipul Tandon, Mr. Vivek Sharma, and Sujoy Devnath, and followed by Akash. So many congratulations to all my winners and viewers for this fastest finger fist quiz, right? So thank you very much. So any more comments in the comment box?
We got a question from Dr. Apna right now, saying that many
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
doctors are doing all this stuff. How do we stand out? So, Dr. Arpana, that is where your experience comes in. See, what happens is, one way to stand out is you start looking at the common themes that patient keep on asking you at a particular period, right? So you know that, okay, a lot of patients, a lot of doctors come to you for say PCOS or a PCOD problem, for example. If that's something that is currently people are more concerned about, then you can start making content around that. See, more than anything else, it's about relatability. How you relate to your patients, how you understand the problems, and how you give a solution for that, right? And how do you build trust is the way you actually communicate to them, the way you actually are able to connect with them. That's where your interpersonal skills also comes in. See, AI and social media can help you to a certain extent in just brainstorming. But at the end of the day, you are the pilot, you are the authority, you are the expert in your industry. How you portray the information comes with your experience and your wisdom that you've gained for so many years. So I would just say, just be authentic and be true. That's more than sufficient to connect with patients. Yep. Okay. Any other questions, people?
Right.
We have for last 1 minute. If any questions come in, then we'll answer that. Otherwise, we'll hand it over.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. So we'll wait for more 2 minutes. So let's the question come in. So my humble and sincere request to all my participants to put their comments, their love, or their questions, their doubts into the comment box, so that will be directly reach out to Mr. Hitesh, and we're gonna name you out and resolve your query, right, at the instance.
Yeah, I think that answers the questions.
Yes, right. So thank you, Hitesh bhai, for this wonderful seminar and sessions. So now we are come to the closing of the session. So my humble submission and request to Ms. Shriyan Ghosh, who is our marketing head for WHBU, to do the honors for vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Rishi. And thank you, doctors, for your valuable time and a very active participation in today's session. I really want to thank Mr. Rajendra Sharma, for setting the tone with his inspiring opening address, and our special guest of honor, Dr. Vijay Pawar, who chose to join us today to share his reflection after finding last week's session so impactful. And lastly, Mr. Hitesh, for an insightful and a highly practical session, which was completely filled with a lot of live demos that each doctor can use it right away. So this second series of this digital AI webinar, it reinforces one very clear message to all of you, that your clinic's presence is now a core part of patient care. Every small action, better profile, a clear communication, and a very smart use of AI can strengthen how the patient finds you, they trust you, and also you can engage with their practice. And we truly appreciate your willingness to learn, to adapt, and stay with us. As always, UNS is committed to supporting you with the right tools and the insights that can make this journey very easy and more effective. And before we close today's session, one small request that I would like to encourage each one of you to at least apply one learning from today within the next week when we commence our next webinar. And these small steps can actually create a big impact. So I appreciate your enthusiasm on this 6-week learning journey together. Thank you once again. And we look forward to see you again in the next session. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Sushil. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and have a lovely and wonderful evening ahead.